the Lord coming back, all things must be fulfilled. The famine, right? Famine must come, the pestilence, the martial law must come, and ultimately the thermonuclear destruction. These are things that must be fulfilled, man, according to the scriptures, right? Verse 23, but it says, woe unto them that are with child and them that give suck. That means the ones who are pregnant. It says destruction unto the women in that day if they're pregnant or they just had a baby who's breastfeeding. It's going to be a rough time in that day. You're not going to want to be in that particular state of being pregnant or giving or nursing your babies in that time. Right? It says, in those days, for there shall be a great distress in the land and wrath upon the people. So it's telling you it's going to be great distress, man. It's going to be anguish. It's going to be misery and wrath, man. Because Esau is coming to kill you. He's not coming to be your friend in that day. He's not coming to make deals with you. He's coming to bring straight wrath, man. He's coming to bring that chip. That put you in concentration camps and put that chip on you. And if you don't want to take that chip, then he gonna kill you. But we know, pursuant to 2 Maccabees, the 7th chapter, hey, don't take the chip. Stand strong. Take what's brought to you, man. Take the scourges, man. You know, don't go against the laws of your fathers, man. Take them scourges. And we know we'll be right back. And it says, verse 24, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled, right? To basically when the Gentiles' kingdom comes to an end, which is coming to an end. We at the end of this eon. Esau's eon his eon is over. His rulership is about to go, man. You know, his rulership is the time. His rulership is up. This is 2nd Ezra. 2nd Ezra 6. Second Ezra 6 and 6 and 8, it says, and he said unto me, for Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob held a hand, held the fist, held first, Salakia. Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, right? Meaning we will pull Esau down. Symbolic of the pulling down of Esau with the help of Yahweh Shai, man. We're going to pull Esau down out of his rulership. It says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of that which follows. Right? So the end of his age is here, man. It's over. His time is up. He came back into power when he came around 1453, somewhere in there, and here it is, 2017. That's something like 500, maybe 64 years, something like it there, 65 years. So the Lord didn't let him rule this particular eon a full 1,000. Because before, you know, you would rule 1,000 years and then the Lord would do a transition of power. So he didn't let Esau rule a full 1,000. He cut it. He cut his time short. Right? Back in Luke 21:24, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive unto all the nations, and Jerusalem shall be trodden, right, down of the Gentiles, right? So the Negro, Latinos, and the Native American, you are Jerusalem. In the Hebrew, Yerushalayim, right? Man, my tongue got tied on there. That's a tongue twister. I'm gonna look at, make sure I get it. But I'm gonna look it up so I can say it the correct way. You know? Yerah Shalom, that's it in Hebrew. That's like a tongue twister. You ain't used to saying it. Yerah Shalom. That's Jerusalem, man. You know? And the meaning of that is the meaning of that word is city of peace. City of peace. God.
Oh, he's parking. Is it parking?
No. God. So, this is back in Luke 21 and 24. And they shall fall by the sword, the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captives into all the nations, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. Basically, like we already said, to the end of their kingdom, man. You know? This is 70 AD, and Esau is going to try it again, man. He's about to come up on our people, man. He's going to rush in like a flood again. You know? To try to put us back in slavery, but it's going to fail. Because Yahushua is coming to deliver the elect of Israel, man. You know? And back then, when Esau went in on Jerusalem and besieged Jerusalem back then, the Lord didn't save us out of that then. The Lord had already died and was gone. He left the prophecy that was going to happen. When you read in there, the Lord died 30 years before that. So the Lord is coming back this time, man. When Esau tried again to besiege our people this time, the Lord is coming to save the elect out of his people, man. Verse 25. And there shall be signs in the sun, and signs in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth, distress of nations, man. There's anguish and straits, man, gonna be upon these nations, man. And it says, with perplexity. Perplexity means confusion, right? There's gonna be chaos everywhere in these streets of America. And when martial law comes, there's gonna be plenty of chaos, man. When the Lord come back, man. Chaos and killing, man. It says, and the sea and the waves roared. Men's hearts failing them for fear and for the looking after those things which are coming on the earth. They hearts gonna fail for fear of martial law, right? They hearts gonna fail, meaning they gonna be having heart attacks, man. When they look up and see the chariots, man, when they see the house shot coming back in the chariots, their hearts gonna fail, right? And it says, men's hearts failing them for fear and looking after those things which are coming to the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. So when Yahushua come back to them angels, man, when they see them chariots, their hearts gonna fail, man. That's the scripture. But you got 2/3 of our people, they don't believe in it. Oh man, you in that old UFO stuff. Well, they chariots of the Most High, we know what they are, and it's in the Bible. Okay? Verse 27. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. He's coming in power and great glory in the chariots, man. That's how the Lord is coming back. You know? Back in Revelation 12. Back in Revelation 12 and 12. And it says, this. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell therein. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath. We know what that wrath is, right? Martial law and thermonuclear destruction. Because he knoweth that he have but a short time. So the Lord is chopping time up, man. Speeding the time up, which is shortening the time for the elect. You know? Revelation 16 and 7. And 17, Salakia. So we waiting on that day, man. We patiently waiting. Just trying to keep the faith, man, and hope that we doing everything we supposed to. Because it'd be a bad thing, man, if you didn't done all this, man, and get to the end and don't finish this work. This is a labor we doing, man. This is supposed to be a labor of love that we doing. We doing this for when you read in Matthew 20th chapter, that parable of the vineyard, we are laborers that's doing this for a penny. And that penny is the reward. What's the reward? The kingdom of heaven. That's why we continue to come out here week in and week out, man. And put our best foot forward. And be as diligent as we can to do this work. You know? Revelation 16 and 17. And the seventh angel poured out his vial into the air, and there came a great voice out of the temple of heaven from the throne saying, it is done. Right? It is done. When you look at that word, it is done up, it's a Greek 10:9:6. Genomai, meaning come to pass, right? So when they say it is done, it has came to pass, man. It says, Revelation 16 and 17. And the seventh angel poured out the vial into the air, and there came a great voice out of the temple of heaven from the throne saying, it is done. And there were voices and thunders and lightnings, and there was a great earthquake, such as was not since men were upon the earth. So mightily on the earth, so mightily an earthquake and so great. Right? So what's that? Them seven vials, man. That's complete destruction. Right? The thermonuclear missile. The last plague, man. It's thermonuclear. Right? It's complete, utter destruction of America, man. That's what that seven vials is. Seven vials. Seven last plague. Seven means completion. That number 7 is completion. You know? That's where you get the word earthquakes. That's where you get the word seismos. Seismograph and seismometer. A seismometer measures the land when it shakes. And a seismograph measures the intensity of the earthquake. If you ever looked at a seismograph, it's a board that has a pole that comes up shaped like a 7, and then it has a string that comes down with a ball on the end. Then at the end of that ball, it has a pin, and then they have a roller right there. So when the quake is going, that needle is doing like an etch-a-sketch thing on that roller, showing you the intensity of the earthquake. That's how they know when earthquakes are 3.0 or 2.0 or 5.0 or 6.5.